And now it's time for the most entertaining, unpredictable prediction show on the face of the earth. It's NFL Weekly Predictions, starring Jason Powers, Jay Sizzle, and Steve Champagne. And now to your predictions.
Well, yes, we got another weekly prediction show here for you. We're glad that you joined us here on NFL Weekly Predictions. What is this? What is with the flag? You're throwing
flag.
stuff at me. We haven't even started the show
Penalty,
yet.
12 men on the field.
12 men on the field. What? We're down a man. We don't even have Sizzle today.
And still you have 12 men on the field.
How do we do
Sir,
that?
go back to your huddle.
Go back to what?
Go back to your huddle.
No, go
Penalty.
back to the huddle.
12 men.
Penalty on the field. Got a flag you're trying to throw here. It was definitely a blown call in that Cowboys game. Not that I thought the Cowboys would win, but nevertheless, there was definitely some bad play. It wouldn't have helped the Cowboys. They were going to lose anyways. They're not tanking for Tua like the Dolphins were last year. But but they are definitely in the hunt to get a top 5 pick, that's for sure. What can you say about that? But anyways, let's move on and talk about the fact that the pick segments, since we missed a week, we got to go over that, find out where we are. Last week, Jason, you were 10-5. I was 12-3, and
Week 13, right?
yes,
week 13.
Week 13, you were 10-5. I was 12-3, and Jay Sizzle, the amazing Jay Sizzle, 14-1. What do you got to say about that?
Man, that's nuts. That's
14-1.
I need to find out what she was eating or watching or
Could have been blind.
wearing. I don't know.
Well, she had the Giants. But, she's been picking the Giants all year.
Every week.
I mean, she's been picking
it's
the
not
Giants.
A surprise.
Yeah, so, she snuck
She
back
picked them
in.
before they were good.
Yeah, so she picked them before they were good. I had the Washington football team beating the Steelers, and we're going to find out how shocking my picks are this week, and I guarantee you I'm going to shock you with some picks this week.
I don't know about week 12, what you did in week 12, but I went 12-4 in week 12. And 10 followed that up 10-5 in week 13. I thought I would be making up some ground. I didn't realize that Sizzle was going to become the master prognosticator.
Yeah, well, she hadn't been. She's tied with me right now. The overall standings are you're at 123-66-1. I am at 126-63 and 1. And Sizzle is 126-63. And me and her are tied. You're 3 games back.
Flag. Holding.
Holding?
Holding.
Well, we're not holding
offense.
you back.
Holding.
We're not holding you back. I don't have
It's 10 yards. Repeat the down.
I'm not wearing my lucky emoji hat. I think that's the reason why I've got back into picks. You got to remember, I was, 5 or 6 games down at the beginning of the season, and I've worn that hat. Even when I won each week, I still wore my hat.
And you're still down by 3.
No. Well, now I'm, and I wore it the last show, and next thing
I'm down by 3.
But I haven't worn the hat, so I don't know. If I blow it this week, if I have a bad week, I'm definitely putting the hat back on for the rest of the year, all the way through the Super Bowl, because that must be my lucky hat.
It might be
the poop emoji hat. I don't know. But anyways, we got some games to talk about. Let's go right into our very first game, which is Thursday Night Football, the Patriots and Rams. Actually, the Patriots at Rams. Patriots are not favored in this game. The Rams are favored by 5.5 points. What do you think about this one?
Before we start, just want to say Sizzle was feeling under the weather, so she was not able to be here today. We also had some health things going on last week, and that's why we did miss a week, unfortunately. As for the game, the Rams, I like the Rams. I especially like the fact that this year they're led by their defense, which is really unusual. When you think of the the Los Angeles Rams, and you think of them under McVay, what's the first thing that springs to mind? High-powered offense. And the offense has taken such a back seat. It's so interesting to see the way that they've renovated the team, and they're driven by their defense, by and large. But the Patriots, how about this week off for the Patriots? First, in week 12, they had that absolute beatdown where in week 13, rather, last week, they destroyed the Chargers. Almost shut them out. What was the final on that? Like 42-3?
I know, it was terrible.
Unbelievable.
I felt sorry for the Chargers.
And they've had several days now to just soak that in. Things just fell in their favor. The Patriots are back at 500 now, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're on the way up, but I'm not totally convinced. Cam was really not. I mean, listen, I've got to go with the Rams in this. The Patriots, all due respect, they really did look impressive by destroying the Chargers last week, but this is not the Patriots. They're just flat out not this good. I mean, they had one great week, and more power to them. This could be a close game. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout, but I like the Rams to cover. So, yeah, I like the Rams by about a touchdown in this game.
Well, for me, it's very simple. It comes down to about three things. Number one is the fact that the Patriots have to travel all the way out west, which is, Sizzle's big on that travel stuff. And it obviously paid off for her because she's leading the pick segment. But I'm saying that, it's a travel thing. You got to go all the way out there. You're playing on a Thursday night. The Rams do have a good defense. The Patriots, Cam Newton, I never trusted him. Never trusted Cam Newton. When he had his MVP season, I knew they would not win the Super Bowl. I knew it. I just knew it because I don't believe in this guy. I just don't believe in him. I'm not saying I don't like him personally, but as a football player, I don't trust him. I don't trust. I think the Patriots made the right move in getting him to a point. I don't know how.
Who are they going to go with? Jarrett Stidham?
Stidham. I don't know, but maybe they needed to. Maybe they needed to find out what they had. Tank a season and then get a pick. I don't know, but they went with Cam.
It's not Belichick's style.
It's not. It is not his style. It's not his style because Belichick was brought under Bill Parcells, who had a philosophy, and that is I'd rather get a proven player than an unproven player because when you get in that draft, you don't know who's good. How this player is going to turn out.
Right.
You don't know. Look at the Washington football team. Dwayne Haskins is not the guy. They got a one-legged quarterback out there. They just beat up on the Pittsburgh Steelers. For me, it's the Rams in this game. It's not close here. The Rams are favored by 5.5. I don't know if they'll cover the spread, but I'm taking the Rams to win. I don't worry about those point spreads so much as other people do, but I am going to take the Rams here in a clear and decisive victory over the New England Patriots. We got some other games we're going to preview. Ain't that right, Jason?
Who's Sizzle got?
Sizzle
can't leave her out.
You're right. I can't leave her out.
We've got her picks.
She's got the Rams, too. She's doing the travel thing.
We do hope she's on the mend. There's something about really crushing sinus headache, I think she said. So I hope she's feeling better soon. And it doesn't sound like it's COVID-related, so we can be thankful for that.
Oh, absolutely. We can be thankful for that. We got some more games we're going to preview right here at NFL Weekly Predictions.